All right, day 1 of 44. Here we are. Welcome to day 1 and the orientation. There's a few things I want to go over before we do lesson 1. The first thing is that this isn't a casual challenge, okay? This is a 44-day energetic working. This is actual magic. So it's structured and intentional, and we're aligning with the planetary transits, seasonal transitions, lunar rhythms, and the Enneagram. And we're actually doing a double Enneagram, which I'm writing a book on now. Which is pretty cool. So this is the actual walking the path of that though. So this isn't about motivation or productivity. It's about repatterning your body, nervous system, and energetic field through sacred repetition and intentional structure. This is container work. This allows you to become the person who can hold the thing that you want. Okay? Because if you were, you would have the thing that you want, and you're not. You don't have the thing that you want. Whatever that thing is, you're not. So we need to work on the container first. And I'm assuming that you've watched the masterclass. I'm assuming that you've already gone through the Ritual of Light course that came with this, because this is go time, baby. So if you need to catch up, do it now. But it's a few hours worth of stuff. So hopefully you showed up prepared. I'm assuming you did. Fingers crossed. All right. So I want to start with a quote by G.I. Gurdjieff, because again, this is a fourth way practice, and I didn't realize that it was when I first started. So the quote is, "Man's possibilities are very great. You cannot conceive even a shadow of what man is capable of attaining, but nothing can be attained without effort. The finest capacities of man are simply wasted because they are never awakened." So this is why we're ritualing. This is the work that awakens what's been asleep. So you'll move through 5 transformational arcs, 5 Enneagrams, and in this order. So first, we are establishing a spiritual foundation. Then we are transforming through shadow work. We are then releasing, restoring balance. We are embodying aligned transformation, and then we are contributing from wholeness. Now, this work is layered and it builds upon itself. Okay, so today is just day 1. We're starting at the bottom, so we're not getting ahead of ourselves. But each phase is unique, and it has its own tone and texture and experience. So some days it's going to feel activating, others like rest and integration. Some days it's going to be really easy. Some days it's going to be really hard. And that's just how it is. That's, again, if you've watched the video, my masterclass, you understand that there's, the shock points and things. It gets difficult. It's just the way it is. It's the work. So the daily flow here is going to be, you're going to, first thing in the morning when you wake up, you're going to watch the daily lesson. I try to keep it as short as possible. And that sets our intention for the day, the theme of the day, and something just to put a pin in. If you're a journaler, I'll have journal prompts. I'll also have mini rituals for the morning. If you want to do this stuff, this is all optional. Whatever works best for how you flow, do that. Okay. And then the evening ritual is usually between 30 and 35 minutes. There are some days where it's going to be a little bit more, up to 45, I think is the most we've done so far, because there are extra things at the shock points, right? Sometimes this first week we're just going to orient ourselves, get comfortable with performing the ritual. And then we're going to crank it up, as we go around the next round and so forth and such. Okay. So what's required to begin is, I really strongly recommend headphones. I know I recommended them in the ritual course. I really do, because we are using binaural beats, music, all sorts of things. And it's great to eliminate, if your kids are in the other room making noise or cooking or talking loudly or the dog's barking or whatever. It helps to block that out so we can focus on the work that we're doing. Make sure you have your chosen space. So again, a quiet, private space where you can be truly vulnerable, let your guard down. You are safe physically, wherever that is. and that it's decluttered. It feels good. The energy's good, right? If you need to light an incense or a candle before you begin, cool beans, whatever works the best for you. And then schedule a time, we're doing it 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard every evening. If you're doing it live with me, if not, right before bed is ideal. So if you can, do that, because we are, letting everything, we're wiring our brains with a certain intention, and we want to carry that work through our dreaming. Okay. And then, your commitment. That's the other thing that's really important, is your commitment, right? It's okay if you don't do it perfectly, but you need to show up, stay present as best as you can. If you wander, while you're doing the Kriya, that's fine. That's normal. This is practice, right? Not perfection. So, it's very important that you stay present, you do the work, and you show up for yourself. If you miss a day here or there, if you're not doing this live, then that's okay. So if it takes you 80 days to do the 44 days, that's okay too. Just do the work, show up consistently, one foot in front of the other, right? If you weren't ready for full go time and you didn't sign up live because you can't do 44 days, then okay. Right? We're doing this at your pace. It's up to you. That's why we have options. Now, through this, you may experience things. Okay. So you may experience tingling, movement, energy flow. You might see light with your eyes closed. You may feel fatigue or energized. You might have intense emotional releases. Grief, anger, joy, you may have weird dreams, spiritual activations, synchronicities, insights, aha moments. And you're going to have days where nothing happens at all and it's really hard. But that's just how it goes. Okay. This is how it goes until everything unfolds and you're like, ooh, right? So this is all normal. It's ritual. It's recalibration. The goal here is not to chase anything, right? It's to repattern your entire field and all of your energetic bodies. So we're beginning today on the waxing crescent, and it's in Cancer, which is fabulous. The waxing crescent is the perfect time. We're at the first quarter moon. So we've already set our intention, right? And we're beginning forward motion, which we are ritualing today. Now, because we're in Cancer, this brings focus to emotional foundation, nervous system, and inner sanctuary. So it's perfect for beginning a ritual of self-nourishment, grounding, and initiation, which is what we're doing. All right. We are in early spring, so this is the perfect moment for internal alignment before external blooming. And this is the time to prepare the inner soil and plant the seeds, right? We're preparing the soil before we plant the seeds. Sorry, said that backwards. And then again, just a couple notes. You don't need to feel ready. You don't have to understand everything. You just need to show up. All right. You're not just learning a ritual. You're becoming the kind of person who holds one. This is container work. This is very, very important to prepare the vessel, right? To strengthen our container to hold whatever it is that we are calling forth. So day one, right? So this is our first spark. This is the flame of White Magick. We're on point 1, Chronos and Kairos in the Enneagram, and we are saying yes to transformation. We are choosing to engage, and we are creating a new pattern through your presence. This week, we begin with will, okay? Not hustle, not performance, but the deeper will. This is the soul's readiness to align, to act, to commit to something sacred. You are orienting your entire system to transformation. And it's not just spiritual, it's biological, electrical, and rhythmic. You're saying to your field, we are doing this now. Even if it's awkward, even if it's clunky, even if you're unsure, this is how the spiral begins. You show up, you choose, and you move forward. And that's what separates White Magick from fantasy, okay? Will is not dreaming. Will is devotion. So since we're doing the double Enneagram 2, this is the This is the section of vibration. So I encourage you today to sing, to hum, just if you're bored, just even if it feels weird, just and just start to kind of feel it. Where does it vibrate in your body throughout the day, and throughout this until we move into the next section? But we're actively working vibration every day with the ritual itself. But again, this is a bigger picture here, right? So if you can hum, sing, whatever today's, just practice maybe breathing like the right when you do it in the back of your throat. I forget what that's called. The ocean breath, whatever it's called, ujjayi, whatever it's called. Anyway, so this is our first act of will today, right? So we're setting our intention. So what do you want from this journey? What is it? What's your intention here? Write it down, speak it aloud, solidify your commitment in the physical, right? Speak it, spells, write it. Even if it changes later, that's okay. This is just that we're anchoring our starting point. We have to start somewhere. Ooh, 11. We have to start somewhere. Okay, so this is where we are starting. So if you journal, what is my deepest intention for these 44 days? Where am I ready to change? And what am I willing to release to allow that change to happen? You don't have to give anything up today. We're just writing shit down. We're just riffing, right? What part of me is rising now, and what will I need to hold it? So what are you getting excited about? What is this future thing that, let's write it down or not. If you are an overachiever and you want a mini ritual, light a candle, or visualize one, or write this down on a bay leaf. Light that motherfucker on fire. Love lighting a good bay. I do it with tweezers, so be careful because if you've never lit a bay before, they go up. So make sure you do it over something that will catch everything, because bays flame. And when you do this, say out loud, I align my will with transformation. So it is, and so it shall be. And visualize a small spiral of light, maybe beginning, like turning inside of your core. And it doesn't have to be dramatic, okay? This is just whatever you're comfortable with. And you don't have to do this at all if it doesn't vibe with you. And yeah, so that's it. I will see you at Ritual. I'm so excited. All right, have a fantastic day. We are working some serious magic together, and I am so stoked to be walking this with you. Okay, I'll see ya.